One batch, two patch, penning time. What's up, guys? I just got done watching Punisher: One Last Kill on Disney+. This is the special presentation brought to you by Marvel, featuring Jon Bernthal as the amazing Frank Castle, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great for what it was. We got a very condensed Punisher comic book brought into live action, and not only did it bring the character that we all love and adore in Frank Castle, it brought the kills, it brought the brutality, the gore, the violence, it brought everything that is very unique within a Punisher story. I think there's a lot to be said here. You know, you got a lot of self-contained story packed into a 45-minute segment, which kind of briefly showcases Frank, where he's at post Daredevil Born Again season 1, and you know, jostles around his life, him dealing with his post-traumatic stress, and him trying to find out the last remaining people that are involved in the killing of his family. I really did like this for what it was. I'm honestly glad that Marvel actually had the balls to, you know, go back to its roots of like having the mature Marvel characters that we love in Blade, Ghost Rider, and just kind of just step it up. You know, Logan, you know, we're kind of back to what makes Marvel great, is having that great balance of comic book superheroes and the grungy, edgier comic book superheroes like Blade and Punisher and Ghost Rider, and the Midnight Suns, and like just kind of go back to making great comic book movies adult themed, and you know, handling these mature themes such as mental health and depression and post-traumatic stress, and what a soldier goes through post-war, and how he inhabits the world that he lives in. I'm just happy that Jon Bernthal was, you know, back again for another side story, and kind of segueing post-Punisher of old into the Punisher of new. And you know, we all know he's coming back as Punisher in Spider-Man Brand New Day, and even though that is rated PG-13, we may not get that hardcore R-rated Frank that we love, but there will be some quips along the way. As you can see in the trailer, when he's about to curse, he's you know, gets the web stuck in his mouth by Spider-Man, so that was pretty clever.
Mother, go home!
But I feel like, you know, this story is not done for Frank Castle. If Marvel was smart, they would bring in Punisher War Machine, an excellent storyline within Marvel. I feel like Punisher belongs in the street-centric Marvel storylines. He is grounded, he's gritty, and it's what the adults love and why they watch Marvel for what it is. And I feel like this story, One Last Kill, is a pretty unique spin. It is my favorite special presentation so far by Marvel. We have Werewolf by Night, that was pretty amazing. But this was a great comeback for Frank, and I feel like after people watch this, they're going to want to clamor for more Frank Castle and the Punisher, and hopefully down the road we get you know, a live action full theatrical movie featuring Frank. I love Jon Bernthal and I love Frank Castle, and I love just how Jon Bernthal gets the character. I feel like he wouldn't have stepped into this opportunity of portraying Frank Castle if he didn't have his own say into what Frank Castle should be, because we all know Jon Bernthal read the comics and he loved the storylines, and I feel like just like Hugh Jackman is with Wolverine, Jon Bernthal is with Punisher, and you kind of can't stray too far from the characterization of what makes Frank Castle so great in the comics. But check it out on Disney+. It is a very fast-paced, frantic, kinetic type of special presentation, and most of all, it's what we love most about Frank Castle. And for what it is, it's just a great standalone story that packs a punch and a lot of blood. So check it out, and if you haven't subscribed to Box Office Bookie, follow me right now. I'll see you for the next one. Woo!